Unseen love. Once upon a time, there was a couple who loved each other deeply. One day, they decided to take a journey together, sailing across a wide blue sea. But one night, a terrible storm struck. The waves rose high, crashing against the ship. The thunder roared, and the ship began to sink. The couple ran toward the lifeboat, only to find there was space for just one person. The husband looked at his wife. Then, in a sudden move, he pushed her behind him and jumped into the lifeboat. The wife stood on the sinking ship, tears in her eyes. She shouted one last sentence to her husband as the waves swallowed the ship. Later, a teacher told this story to her students. When she finished, she asked softly, "What do you think?" the wife shouted. Many students said, "I hate you." Others whispered, "How could he do that to her?" But one quiet boy raised his head and said, "I think she said take care of our child." The classroom fell silent. The teacher looked at the boy and asked gently, "Have you heard this story before?" The boy shook his head. "No," he said, "but that's what my mother told my father before she died." The teacher's eyes filled with tears. She nodded and said, "You are right." The ship sank that night. The man survived and went home. He raised their daughter alone with love and patience. Many years later, after the father passed away, the daughter found his old diary while tidying his belongings. Inside, she read the truth. Before the journey, her mother had already been diagnosed with a terminal illness. At that critical moment, when the ship was sinking, her father knew that even if she escaped, she would not live long. So he took the lifeboat not for himself, but to survive for their child. In his diary, he wrote, "I wished I could sink with her, but for our daughter I had to live." When the teacher finished reading, the classroom was silent. Everyone understood the meaning of the story. In this world, good and evil are not always what they seem. Sometimes, love hides behind actions we cannot understand. Before judging others, we must learn to see the story behind their choices.
小红书